Initiated in 2001, the Clark County Spirit Awards, presented at the State of the County address, focus on volunteers working to better our community. The address was held on March 6th at the Clark County Square Dance Center. The three winners from this year's program are Ann Foster, the 78th Street Landscaping Project, and Anita Will and the Whipple Creek Restoration Committee.
They play a big part in our community. We couldn't afford to pay employees to do as much stuff that they do, and they're part of it. They're a part of it, and they need to be recognized.
The following are those honored from this year's program. Ann Foster is a tireless worker who is dedicating her retirement years to increasing access to healthy foods in Clark County. In 2010, Ann established 2 farmers markets in the Salmon Creek area. She worked with more than 70 local farmers, food producers, and artisan vendors to bring a community-based market to local residents.
In every dollar that's spent at a local farmer's market buying a local product stays within the economy, stays within the local community. It doesn't go to a corporate office someplace in Cleveland, Ohio. And it gets reused. There's some interesting statistic about the number of times that that dollar stays and gets used within the local community. So once it goes into the pocket of that local farmer, it just stays right there.
Ann worked with public health to add electronic processing technology at this market. This has given people who receive SNAP benefits greater access to fresh, locally grown produce.
Each market is a little bit different, and Ann is very instrumental in helping us promote the program, find ways to reach citizens who could benefit from using their SNAP benefits at the markets. And she's also full of all kinds of good ideas for how to improve markets and make them better places.
Another award went to the 78th Street Community Landscaping Project. Until November 2013, the Interstate 5 interchange at 78th Street was overgrown with grass and weeds. Vicki Fitzsimmons and other businesses and community leaders wanted to make a better impression on drivers exiting the freeway to enter HAZEL.
I was so happy the day of the planting because just seeing this crowd of people show up and all grab their vests and shovels and get ready to work was really incredible. And so it was really neat. I was on the north side of the road and I was looking across at the south side, and there was this group of 40 people with their yellow vests on approaching, and to me that was the highlight of it, seeing this big yellow army walking towards the other side of the freeway. And I didn't even have to be there to supervise them. They all knew what they were doing at that point.
70 volunteers assembled to plant 150 trees and 2,000 daffodils over a 4-hour period. Local businesses, neighborhood associations, schools, and restorative community services all pitched in.
She put months and months of planning into this, and I think it's really important to recognize someone like that and a project like this that really does benefit the community as a whole.
This multi-organizational volunteer project has created a welcoming entrance to HAZEL and is a terrific example of cooperation, vision, and community pride. The final award was for the Whipple Creek Restoration Committee. Whipple Creek Regional Park is a 300-acre, highly forested area popular with outdoor enthusiasts. But in wet weather, many of the trails become unusable because of mud nearly a foot deep. In 2013, volunteers with the Whipple Creek Restoration Committee participated in multiple work parties to improve the site.
Before we could use the heavy equipment, we used everything from shovels and wheelbarrows to draft horses to remove the mulch, because you can't fix the trail until you get rid of the mulch, and it's been really heavy, hard work for a lot of people.
$25,000 was secured to purchase base rock, barrack, rebar, and other materials for trail improvements. Volunteers, including Boy Scouts, faith-based groups, and high school students, improved drainage and resurfaced 11,500 square feet of trail.
Yeah, they're not just weekend warriors. I mean, they're out there whenever they can to work on their vision, and that is to resurface the 4 miles of trail that are out there at Whipple Creek and make it usable for everybody. You know, the walkers, the runners, the mountain bikers, and the equestrians. And so it's a park that's becoming more popular because it's more usable, and largely due to their commitment.
For their services as volunteers who donate their time, talent, and expertise to serve the public. The Clark County Spirit Award winners are this month's Our Personal Best.